Well, if there was any doubt that I chose the worst possible route back, it's now been eliminated. I just face planted. Today I'm down in Somerset. I've never been here before at all. I've never explored this part of the country, let alone explored the coast. So this is all completely new to me. I'm currently about to explore the Severn beach seawall, which looks absolutely fascinating. Now I've pulled up and there is a coat of misting in the air as well, which adds to the atmosphere, which is fantastic. So I'm hoping that will stay for a little bit longer. I've got a short walk from the car to the spot where I think I'll be able to get a good photo. So this is going to be fascinating and I can't wait to see how it goes. It's a really gorgeous day. This is very much going to be a voyage of discovery today. I'm not just staying here. I've got a few locations along the coast that I want to check out on my journey up. So this could be a really fascinating day. The drawback is, I'm not going to lie, I haven't done any planning at all. I've done a little bit of Googling and checking around the local area and checking access routes and things like that. But really, I'm flying by the seat of my pants and seeing what I can find. I think I've already hit gold though. This looks amazing. This is stunning. Now you probably can't see it behind me, but there is a bridge which I think is the M5 or possibly M4 going over to Wales, and it's shrouded in mist, so I'm going to try and get some nice moody photos of that. In the opposite direction we've got another bridge as well, and we've got some wonderful sunlight coming through slightly broken cloud. You've got all the rock pools as well on the beach. It's just absolutely gorgeous. I'm probably going to be here a while because I think we're going to get some really good photos here. It's a really stunningly gorgeous day. I've actually noticed that the seawall bridge is submerged in mist as well, so there's a couple of bits of the top of it that are sticking out that I'm going to try and get a photo of as well. This is really stunning. I may change my plan. I may decide to stay here rather than rush off somewhere else, because I think there's a lot of potential here and it seems silly to risk going somewhere that I don't know when there's clearly a lot of material available here. But we'll see how it goes, and if I run out of shots or just decide I'm going too far away from the car or what have you, then maybe we'll go to my second port of call for the day. This really is an experience. I've come down onto the beach because I wanted to get off the beaten track, and I'm now deep in the mud because I wanted to get some low shots. I've walked all the way across the beach and taken a few shots of the wall bridge, and I kid you not, 30 seconds later I turned around and the top of the bridge was fully outside of the mist. So I took one with it quite deep in the mist, and then less than 30 seconds later it had cleared, and the mist is clearly now rolling out because the bridge is a lot clearer as well. Ironically, I've come down here to try and get better shots, as in non-touristy shots and off the beaten track and what have you, but I think actually the best shots are back up there on the pathway that is concrete rather than these mud pools. All I will say is I'm glad I brought my wellies. Well, if there was any doubt that I chose the worst possible route back, it's now been eliminated. I just face planted. Both feet trapped in mud and couldn't get out, lost of balance, went over face first. Take a look at this lot. I'm back at the car. I don't know if I can carry on, quite honestly. Not because I'm injured or anything, actually quite the opposite. It was a very soft fall, and I was very lucky in the way I landed on my front. Lots of padding there, and no damage, nothing. I literally landed in mud, so it was nice and soft. But everything, all my equipment has a huge coating of mud. Somehow it avoided the lens, amazingly, so that's one thing, I suppose, but the camera itself is coated in mud, and I'm going to have to do my best to get it clean now. If for no other reason, then I'm about to send off my other camera for repair, so if this one gets dirt inside it as well, which I think is what's happened to the other one, I'm then 2 cameras down. So I'm not very happy about that. The tripod is just absolutely coated in mud. It's just brown, basically. I'm going to obviously have a little rest, see how I feel, and I'm probably going to make this other stop on the way back anyway, but it might just be a quick one, and that's just depending on whether I can get the camera working. This tripod needs a shower. I've never seen this much mud. Apart from when I was lying in it, obviously. Okay, damage report. Camera seems to be okay. Lens is clean, thankfully, somehow. I'm just hoping no dirt got into the shutter button or in any of the opening and shutting parts. The tripod is just going to have to wait until I get back to clean it now, so I'm going to be shooting handheld for the rest of the day. There's just no way I can get that clean with wet wipes. It's just impossible. And the wrist strap that I normally use as well is just absolutely coated in mud, so that's going to have to go in the washing machine when I get back. So I think I'm going to go back, take a couple more photos of the bridges handheld, and then maybe take a look at this one other stop on the way back. But yeah, that's killed my momentum a little bit, but hopefully we'll still be able to get something out of the day. Well, as you can see, the conditions are very different now. It's an absolutely glorious day, and the mist has cleared and you can see all the way over to Wales. It's a bit tricky because obviously with what's happened, I'm trying to be extra careful when it comes to my camera, so I'm not going to change the lenses. I'm sticking with the kit lens now until I can get it home and clean it up properly, just for fear of anything getting into the sensor. I've taken one shot back here of the bridge that I came to see originally, which is the Prince of Wales Bridge apparently, and now I'm going to go down this way, which I believe is the M5 or the M4, whichever it is, I can never remember, that's going over to Wales as well. And I'm going to take another photo of this now it's nice and clear. It is gorgeous. It's a bright white pristine bridge with the sun glowing down on it. The other one's probably going to look better in the edit because there's a bit of orange in the photos. Everything over here is a bit blue, but I'm really enjoying this so far. I am going to do one more stop though on the way. Okay, this is really exciting. I am now at my destination. I'm not there yet. I'm at the car park. I have taken a few wrong turns, but I've ended up where I want to be. I'm in Purton. I'm going to Purton Ship Graveyard. But what I'm really excited about that you can't see, unfortunately, at the moment, is the mist is back. The mist is back and the sun is back, and the conditions are just absolutely amazing. Now I'm hoping my tripod will have dried out a little bit, in which case I should be able to take that out with me again. If not, I mean, I can even carry it fully extended. I think I'm probably going to need it when the low light hits, but this is really exciting. There's going to be lots of opportunities here, so yeah, let's see how this goes. Leave the camera alone for a few seconds. This is wonderfully eerie. When I heard there was a place called the Ship Graveyard, this is immediately what I thought of in terms of the conditions that I would want for a shoot here. So this behind me here is the first ship that I've come across. I'm gonna obviously have to go down the beach to get a good picture of it, but it's really fascinating here. It really is. There is so much atmosphere in this place. It's unbelievable. It's really spooky as well, because you're walking along, there's all these old battered ships that have had their day, and then there's noises because it's next to a canal, so you often hear voices of people walking by. The sea's out that way, but I can't see it at all. I do wish there's a bit less mist so that we could get some of Wales in the background of some of the shots. And then you keep walking and it's just absolutely amazing, it's beautiful, and it's really atmospheric. I decided not to go onto the beach because the beach is just pure mud, and obviously after what happened earlier I don't want to take that risk again. So I've been walking down the ship graveyard and the sun's been doing some amazing things. There's some wonderful, I think it's wheat, corn, I don't know what it is. I walked through it earlier anyway. I took a wonderful photo of the sun setting above that. Also there was a point where the sun was behind a solar generator as well, and that gave me some interesting shots. The sun's now setting nicely, it's a nice orangey colour, so I think I've pretty much done here, and it's a case of heading back to the car and getting any shots that I fancy on the way. I'm back at the car, and that was a hell of a trip. I've just had a quick look. I've taken 150 photos, so I'm hopefully I'll be able to get 10 or 12 out of those that I really like. It's been an absolutely glorious day. I mean, the weather and the conditions have just been 100% what I would have wished for. So I'm really excited to see how these photos are going to come out when I get them back in the camera. My camera did start doing some weird stuff. I hope I've not knackered it with that fall and with the landing in the mud, but I guess we'll find out. It's now a 2-hour journey home, so that's not too bad. That should be fairly straightforward. But first things first, I'm going to find some services, and I'm going to get myself some food, and I'm going to, at the very least, wash my hands because I'm still absolutely coated in mud. And yeah, thank you for going with me. I'll put the photos at the end as always. So please, if you haven't already, do subscribe. Do hit the like button and drop me a comment because I'd love to hear what you think and where you'd like me to go next. So once again, thank you for coming with me on this week's Landscape Adventures, and I'll see you next time.